Thank you very much. Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much. I appreciate you. God bless you. Thanks for your time. Talk to us. Good evening to you.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I greet you. God bless you for the good work you are doing. And yeah, I greet my fellow panelists as well. God bless you all greatly. And Mommy Diaspora, good evening. Once again, I greet you. God will continue to uphold you and strengthen you. I greet my fellow commenters and callers as well. God will bless you abundantly. You're welcome. You know, yesterday, Kenneth Okonkwo, when Rufai challenged him that the opposition were not doing their work. And in fact, Rufai called them the opposition, just put all of them inside one basket and say they are lazy. I think he even used, the word he used was even worse than that. I can't recall. All them lazy, something to that effect. And I love the response of Kenneth Okonkwo. You can't just push him aside like that. He responded in a very hard way. It is the media that has failed Nigerians. Yeah, and I've said that over and over again here at every opportunity that I have. On this very one too, this video that we talked about, that we presented last, it is important. Though they may not do anything about it, as we know, nothing may come out of it, I agree. But they cannot be holding us from both sides. They cannot be holding us as in calling us stupid and dumb. In other words, they cannot, it is impossible to eat your cake and have it. You cannot, with this kind of information, which most of us, I won't say everyone, most of us here, we know, we already know this. We already know this and we've called it out over and over again. But at every given opportunity that is out there, we call it out again. They cannot eat their cake and have it. They cannot in one breath be telling us that Mr. Tinubu is the best, that Nigeria has never been more secure. These are the things you are hearing from their rodents, from their rats. As if one is not enough. Just last week or thereabout or 2 weeks ago, one of them said Nigeria has never been more secure. He came out to apologize. I call them rodents. You know rodents. This one pop up again. You fumigate them. Another one will pop up again. And this one now came out that Nigeria economy, has never been better. On one breath, they are claiming all of that. On another breath, we're seeing all of this. We're hearing all of this revelation, which, as I said earlier, we know already. And let's spill it out again today, because the opportunity is there for the moment. These people, and my brother will say, they can never change. It is only Nigerians that are like chameleon, changing. What they are in the morning will be different from what they will be by lunchtime. And by dinner, it will be another one. Yes, like a mockery. His position last year is different from his position today. Like Daniel Bwala, his position in 2023 is 360, is 360 degree multiple times than what his position is today. It's only Nigerians. They will change over and over and over again. How? These people just take Nigerians for fools. Come all Nigerians together. But he is the fool. This guy has mental issue. They need to be diagnosed. that you are coming out in 2026 as the first quarter of 2026 is rounding, or we are already in the month of March 2026. You still come out and say there is effective security application. Those are his words. Oh. Just playing with words. He doesn't even know. He doesn't listen to himself when he's talking. I don't know what that means. Effective security application. I maybe somebody will have to explain what that means to me in real sense. Just throwing words around. How dumb he is. The Nigerian oil production was as low as 1.1 million barrels, and now it's 1.8 million. Okay, we take it. Revenue was down to as low as 10 trillion or even less. But now you are generating revenue according to your president and to your finance minister. You are now generating over 20 trillion, 2025. Not my words. Even the debt management office is there. So you can't lie about that. The money is there. You have this catalog of loans in 2025 that you borrowed. And yet still, you cannot execute capital projects. Where is the money? That's the question. But I'm not as naive and moronic as many Nigerians. No, as most Nigerians are, because that's why they are just pushing us around. I am not. I will tell you where the money is, so that Nigerians can know. The beauty of it is that they cannot come out and tell us. That is the height of the takeover, the height of the uselessness of these people, telling Nigerians that Mr. Tinubu is performing, that the economy is better, is doing better. What a heck. In this time of 2026, the money, let's say it where the money is now. And I dare them, and I triple dare them, anybody to come and tell us if what I'm about to say is not where the money is. Please come and tell us where the money is. They will always tout every day this mentally deranged Omokri still said it today. He said Nigerian foreign reserve has jumped to $50 billion. That is where the money is. Part of the money, that is where they go and keep the money. And what they will not tell Nigerians, you know why they are borrowing the money in trickles, in bits and pieces? Again, let's say it. That 500 million they borrow here, that 1 billion that they borrowed here, that's all they can borrow at a time. They can't go for 5 billion. They can't go for 5 billion, 10 billion, which is the normal thing. Tell us what you want to borrow, go for it. Tell us what you are going to do, but they cannot go. Why? Because that money, that foreign reserve they are telling you is not what it is. You can have 50 billion in that account, but how much is it? How much of it is available? What is the net? That is what is sickening to me when I hear it on Nigerian media. And all these rodents will be throwing it around. The likes of Shehu Okibaloye cannot immediately counter it. Rufai knows, but for whatever reason, he will still not counter it. If you are hearing, stop that. Because you are going to hear more of it now. This is 2026 now, the campaign. So kill it. When they come and say our foreign reserve is 50 billion, ask them what is the net of that amount. And I can tell you the net of that amount. The net of that amount Nigeria has is hovering around $3 to $3.5 billion. That's what Nigeria has. 3 billion to 3.5 billion. That's the net. To put it in the simplest of terms, it's simply like you have money in your bank account. Your bank account can show $10,000, but how much of it is available to you? It can show $10,000, but what is available to you can be 1,000. It can even be 500. You cannot take more than 500, even though it's showing 10,000. That is, I don't know how simple I can go to explain it to Nigerians. And what economists know. Any economist who know his onions. It's as simple as that. How much of that, so that the likes of Omokri will not come and be touting this? How much of it they went to, since that time, they dare not go and, attend any economic summit in United States, or try to go and have an interview or hold a press conference in United States. The economy team. Go and try it in New York. Or go to London. Wale Edun, go there. Go and hold press conference there. Let those journalists, because they are not Nigerian journalists, when they went to Washington about a year plus ago, that was the question. At that time, that was the time they are around that 30 billion. Our reserve is now about 30 billion. So one small journalist just stood up. He said, "What is the net?" This was the response of Wale Edun. Say, I will refer that question to one of my directors here. And Mohammed, one of the deputy directors at Central Bank, one young chap, he stood up and he said, "We don't have that information. I will have to go back. I will get back to you." Because they cannot, as at that time, the net of Nigeria was under $500 million. 500 million. As at the time they are touting 30 billion, what they have in recent was about $500 million. Now that they are touting 50 million, the entire, what is available for Nigeria is about 3 billion to 3.5 billion. So one, that is where the money is. If you generate all that revenue and you obtain all that loans, and they are asking you, where is the money that you cannot execute capital projects? Where is it? The second place where they put the money, you remember Mr. Tinubu came out about 2 years ago, and they also touched that also. They will be saying that all they like. That they are now meeting, that the amount that they used to pay Nigerians' debt has now reduced. That before, under Buhari, it used to be 90-something%, but now it's about 60-something%. That is where your money is also. Let's even forget about the one they are stealing. That is at the lower end of it. But because they want to look good outside and come home and be telling us that they have $50 billion in foreign reserve, which is a lie from the pit of hell. It is how much that you can use that matters. How much of it? So Nigerians should not expect any capital project. And the lady who was the lamb that they slaughtered, that's Minister of State for Finance, the one that it was the lamb to be that to be sacrificed, and rightly so, she was sacrificed. She was reshuffled from the Ministry of Finance to the Budget Ministry. That is the plan. Don't say that the lady is righteous or she's clean. No, she's not. She is not. That is the game plan. That's what she has to come out and say. That if you say anything otherwise, they will not put her in another ministry. Tinubu and his team, they will kick her out completely of the cabinet. They will kick her out completely. But they just, as compensation, you have played your game. You have to understand the way these people operate. You must preempt them. You must think 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of them. So they took her from the finance to budget. And again, another lie, because she helped them to perpetrate the lie that the money is intact. Is a lie. I dare them. I triple dare them. I'm waiting for Oyedele now. Shebi is there. They will soon confirm him as the Minister of State for Finance. Let him start, because I heard somebody. These are the lies. I said, when you hear Nigerians talk, especially from the government, please don't fall for it. If you don't know, relax, take a deep breath, find out, or listen to people. Then you can connect the dots. Don't just take it and run with it. Oyedele settling what? Which money will he use? Piece of paper or the one that they will print? There is no money that Oyedele will use. Oyedele will just play the game perfectly well for them, and it will protect their ass. It will protect them. Sorry for using that word. It will protect them much, much better than Lady Udoka, the one that they sacrificed. That is it. There is no money. This money is not there. The money, she said the money is intact. That's what they told her to come out and they go out and tell Nigerians that the money, which money is intact? The money will be intact and Nigerians will be suffer. Project will be suffering. Project will not be attended to. And then you said the money is intact. It's not intact anything. Why will I believe that? So when you listen to their rodent coming out to speak, to tout all these lies, please, Nigerians, no, this is the worst. This is the worst government in this Fourth Republic. This is the worst. In fact, military regime, I can say now, they are even far, far better than this government, because the kind of crime that they are committing is unprecedented.
God will bless you, Gaga Jonathan. I said it here, somebody objected me. Thank you very much.
The kind of crime that they are committing is unprecedented. Is it the money they are looting? You collected revenue over 20 trillion. You borrow another over $12 billion. Combine that together. The simple question is, where is the money? This is a simple question. Where is it?
Gaga Jonathan.
Yes.
Sorry for interjecting you. I just want to appraise you. Thank you very much. The last statement you made, that even the military cannot do what they are doing today. No, a crime is committed by a minister to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The assembly members are sitting, senates are sitting like that. A crime committed by a minister. Jesus, thank you.
He went further. He said that is a mockery. Again, he said the power sector has been privatized. So the president has very little to say, very little to do. Look at him talking. Okay, since it has been privatized, right? Tell us the budget, the power budget for 2024 and 2025. Why is the budget continue to increase? On that budget, each and every of those years, 2024 and 2025, the amount of money that in 2024, the money allocated to the Ministry of Power in Nigeria was over 500 billion naira. And it increased by, I think, 10% in 2025. So if the work has been taken away from the federal government, why that kind of money then? Why? It's just so dumb. And then he acknowledged that there was genocide in Southern Kaduna a few years back. And lastly, let me say this again. Please, let me say this again. Omokri, I even hate to call your name. This rodent with his agbada that I don't know who sew it for him. Like the one that they wore. Let me say this last one. Omokri, I challenge you again. Okay, that Kaduna that you say is safer, go there for 1 month and walk around in southern Kaduna.
He doesn't need to go to Kaduna again. He doesn't need to go as far as Kaduna. Let him just walk 12 a.m. in 12 a.m. 1 a.m. in Oshodi. Let him
do that.
Give us our mandate. Let him stay in the border within Kaduna and the other states.
For 1 month. Let him just live there, walk around that area. If his ransom, we will be collecting his ransom. His ransom is what we'll be collecting. We'll be gathering the ransom for his on his head.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan.
Mr. Elvis, I leave it there. I appreciate it.
Thank you for breaking it down and for exposing Omokri.